There's one thing I'm sure of. This is his last year with the Lakers. He's not going to play with the Lakers next year. I've always said I'd like to see him finish in Cleveland. I'm not opposed to him getting traded to Cleveland this year, to be honest with you, because the Eastern Conference is up for grabs.
Look, yeah, my brother was struggling. Yeah. In the jersey, grab a towel, Bron.
See, it makes you wonder if this is his last time playing in the city of Cleveland.
That man has given so much to the game. He's built schools. He's donated money. He has nurtured the next group of individuals. He's done so much that for me, as long as he feels celebrated, that's all that matters.
But it's clear this is his last year with the Lakers.
CharlesBarkley doesn't play the hint game. He doesn't dance around the truth or soften the message. And on national TV, he made it loud and clear. LeBronJames is finished in Los Angeles. Not maybe, not we'll see. Done. No speculation, no guessing. This wasn't a debate. It was a declaration. And it landed just hours after LeBron stood courtside in Cleveland, watching a tribute video, holding back tears in front of the same city he left twice. So let's slow this down and break it apart, because this isn't just about feelings or Chuck talking reckless.
But it's clear this is his last year with the Lakers. They're going to move on, and I think that's the right thing to do. At some point, you got to turn the team over to Luka and Austin, and that's the only way you can start, because you can't be paying him $50 million a year to be the third best player on a team.
This is about whether the defining player of a generation is gearing up for one last legacy move, or if he's already played his final meaningful minutes in purple and gold. LeBron returns to Cleveland on January 29th, 2026. The Lakers got smoked. The score didn't matter. The moment did. As the tribute video rolled, the cameras caught everything. LeBron fighting it, jaw tight, face stiff, and that single tear barely slipping through. This wasn't nostalgia. This felt like closure. Because here's the truth. LeBron is 41 years old. It's his 23rd NBA season. He's sharing the floor with his own son. He's putting up 22 points and 6 assists on a Lakers squad that's 11 games over .500, but has been blown out 15 times this season. 15 double-digit losses. They're elite in clutch moments, but can't bring real energy for 48 minutes. And Barkley just said what everyone's whispering. This run is finished. The Lakers are stuck in basketball purgatory. Good enough to sneak into the playoffs. Nowhere near good enough to win it all. Too locked into veterans to rebuild, too expensive to reset. And right in the center stands LeBron James. Still skilled, still driven, but no longer the guy who can drag a franchise to June. That's not a hypothetical. That's a report. Cleveland's front office has already sent the message loud and clear. If LeBron wants to come home, the door's wide open. And honestly, why wouldn't it be?
But yeah, the Cleveland Cavaliers would gladly sign LeBron James this summer if he were to return for a 24th season in the NBA. Fellas, do you guys think...
outrageous, bro.
I'm telling you. Do you guys think the Lakers should trade LeBron James?
The Cavs are sitting at the top of the East. They're 11 games over .500 with comeback DNA baked into the roster. They've erased double-digit deficits 11 times this season, tied for the most in the league. This team doesn't panic, they hunt. Donovan Mitchell is playing MVP-level basketball. Evan Mobley and Darius Garland are legit all-star talents. This is a real championship contender. LeBron wouldn't have to carry anything. He could be the veteran voice, the closer, the guy who shows up in the fourth quarter of a Game 7 and reminds everyone why his name still matters.
Very calculated at things he does. So the whole world will know when it's his last year, because him and his team, they probably want the farewell LeBron tour.
But here's the real tension. Does LeBron actually want that role? Picture it. 25 minutes a night, some games coming off the bench, watching younger players take the biggest shots, being the wise elder instead of the alpha. That's not who LeBron has been for 23 years. That's not why he went to LA. That's not the image his empire is built on. Let's rewind the tape. He left Cleveland in 2010, went to Miami and won 2 titles, came back in 2014 and won 1, left again in 2018 and landed in Los Angeles, winning another ring.
Because you can't be paying him $50 million a year to be the third best player on a team.
Every move was calculated. Miami gave him Wade and Bosh. LA gave him Anthony Davis and the spotlight. Cleveland gave him redemption. But what does Cleveland give him now? A farewell tour, a storybook ending, a full circle moment ESPN can wrap into a 30 for 30. But LeBron isn't sentimental. He's strategic. The real question isn't whether Cleveland wants him. It's whether LeBron James at 41 still believes he can win it all, and where he thinks that can happen. Here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. LeBron has already done everything. 4 championships, 4 finals MVPs, 4 regular season MVPs, the all-time scoring crown. He's played NBA games with his own son, built a billion-dollar empire. So what's left to chase? That's the real phrase to watch.
I'm not opposed to him getting traded to Cleveland this year, to be honest with you, because the Eastern Conference is up for grabs.
Farewell tour. LeBron has earned it. Kobe had one. Dirk had one. Wade had one. If LeBron says next season is his last, every city rolls out the red carpet without hesitation. Every arena runs tribute videos. Every night turns into a legacy moment. But if that's the direction, it won't happen in LA. The Lakers aren't built for goodbyes. They're trying to win now. They're pushing Anthony Davis's prime. They're figuring out if Austin Reeves can truly be a championship-level second option. LeBron at $50 million isn't a farewell player. He's a roster weight. That's the cold business reality. The Lakers can't build around him anymore. They can't pause the franchise waiting on his timeline. They need to move forward and construct a team that can survive the West without him.
You're not relocating your family to Cleveland because you do have a wife and a daughter. Yeah. They're gonna go with you.
Yeah.
And leave your son here?
That's just 1 year on the road.
Nah.
Chuck's take is harsh, but it's accurate. He's done in LA, and that's where things get tricky. Because LeBron isn't finished, he's still elite. He's still giving you 22 and 6. He's still clutch, but he's no longer the engine. Austin Reeves is dropping 28 in games without him. Anthony Davis is the defensive backbone. LeBron's role has changed, and the Lakers can't keep pretending otherwise. The numbers tell the truth. The Lakers sit at a +1 point differential this season. They've scored exactly 1 more point than they've allowed, while sitting 11 games over .500. That's not dominance, that's survival. They're winning tight games and getting blown out in losses. This isn't a strong team peaking. It's a middle-of-the-road roster scraping by on clutch shots and veteran IQ. And that veteran IQ is LeBron, but it's not sustainable. So now the question hits hard. What happens at the trade deadline? Let's really play this out. LeBron has a no-trade clause. He controls everything. If he wanted to go back to Cleveland mid-season, he could force it. The Lakers wouldn't get much. Maybe a second-round pick, a role player, a young flyer. This wouldn't be a blockbuster. It'd be a handshake exit. The Lakers clear cap space. LeBron gets 1 more shot at a ring. Simple. But here's the real issue. LeBron isn't leaving Bronny. His son is in the Lakers system. His family is rooted in Los Angeles. His entire business empire lives there. That's the human side. LeBron isn't just a player. He's a father, a husband, a CEO. And Cleveland, for all the basketball upside, isn't LA. It's not where his production company operates. It's not where his partners are. It's not where his kids go to school. So that trade idea, as clean as it sounds on paper, collapses when real life steps in. Which brings us to the options. Option 1, LeBron finishes the season in LA, declines his player option, then signs a 1-year deal with Cleveland for a farewell run. He retires at 42 in a Cavs jersey. Full circle. Perfect headline. Option 2, LeBron re-signs with the Lakers on a team-friendly deal, mentors Bronny, plays out his final years in Hollywood. Less dramatic, way more realistic. Option 3, LeBron shocks everyone and goes somewhere else entirely. A Miami reunion, San Antonio with Wemby, a quiet contender nobody sees coming yet. Each path has upside. Each path has real problems. Cleveland gives him the storybook ending, but it means uprooting his entire life. LA gives him stability and legacy control, but it also means accepting he'll never win another title there.
He loves the challenge of it, and he loves new challenges. And so I think what we've tried to do as a coaching staff is challenge him in different ways.
And the wild card at 41, does he really want to learn a new system, build new chemistry, and prove himself all over again? But here's what Chuck is really saying, and nobody wants to admit it. LeBron's championship window is closed. The Lakers aren't winning it this year. They're not beating OKC. They're not beating Denver. They're not built for a deep playoff run. They don't have the depth. They don't have the defense. And that reality is finally catching up. They don't have the firepower to run with the West Elite. Cleveland might be legit, but even if LeBron goes there, is he the difference maker or the veteran getting 20 minutes while Donovan Mitchell takes over? The East is wide open, and Chuck's right about that. Boston is banged up. The Knicks still don't know who they are. Philly is inconsistent. Cleveland, Detroit, even Indiana. Any of them could make noise. But the real question is this: would LeBron be the reason Cleveland wins, or would he just be along for the ride? There's another angle nobody's touching. What does LeBron actually want his final chapter to look like? Does he want to be the guy who played until the wheels fell off, hanging on too long, chasing stats and milestones while his team struggled? Or does he want to leave on top, still elite, still dangerous, still LeBron? That's the real answer. LeBron is still playing because he loves the game, not because he needs one more ring, not because he needs validation. At 41, he's still chasing things nobody's ever done. Playing NBA games with his son. Nobody's done that. Making the playoffs at 41 while averaging 22 and 6. Most players can't even imagine it. Being the face of the Lakers while running a media empire, only LeBron pulls that off. So maybe the real question isn't where LeBron should go. Maybe it's what does LeBron still want to accomplish? If the answer is nothing, if he's truly satisfied, then Cleveland makes perfect sense. Go home, play one last season. Let the city that raised you give you the farewell you earned. But if there's still fire, if he still believes he can be the best player on a championship team, then he's in the wrong place. And so is Cleveland. Here's the reality nobody wants to face. LeBron might not even know the answer yet. He could be playing this season out, checking how his body responds, watching how the team holds up, seeing if Anthony Davis stays healthy, seeing if Austin Reeves truly takes that next leap. And then in June, whether it ends in round 1 or the finals, he decides. But Charles Barkley already made his call, and Chuck's been around this league long enough to know when a partnership has expired. The Lakers need to move forward. LeBron needs to choose what matters more: legacy or comfort, championships or family, Cleveland or Los Angeles. And here's the truth: there's no wrong answer. LeBron earned the right to end this however he wants. If it's Cleveland, surrounded by the fans who watched him grow up, that's perfect. If it's LA, building his empire and watching his son develop, that's perfect too. What can't continue is this limbo. This half-in, half-out version of LeBron that helps nobody. Not him, not the Lakers. The clock is ticking. The trade deadline is coming. Free agency is right around the corner. And the entire basketball world is waiting for one moment. Because when LeBron finally makes his decision, it won't be quiet. It won't be subtle. And it will define how we remember the final chapter of a generational legend. If you think LeBron should finish in Cleveland, hit that like button. If you think LA is still the right place, drop a comment and say why. And if you want more real NBA breakdowns like this, subscribe and share, because this story is far from over.